As with any venture into a new exercise routine, use caution and consult a medical professional beforehand. Listen to your body. If there is a ballet position or exercise causing pain, stop immediately. I above all want all dancers to have a safe and joyful experience. Hello and welcome to Beginning Ballet. We're going to start with articulation of the feet by pointing our toes, so that's curling our toes, reaching them for the floor away from our body, and then flexing, pulling those toes back towards yourself. And I have my shoes off here so you can see the toes curling as we reach and point towards the floor. And then you can have an additional stretch by pushing down on the tops of your toes. Now, with my shoes on, you can see how my toes are reaching for the floor in our pointed position. And then same thing, I'm articulating my toes to pull them back towards my body within the shoe. And some of you may notice you will need additional stretching to really reach those toes for the floor. So feel free to push on the tops of your feet to get that additional stretch. Remember, don't stretch longer than 20 seconds at a time.
So let's talk about rotation. We're going to start in a parallel position, so our heels and toes are together. And from here, we're going to, from the tops of our legs, turn our toes outward and turn our toes outward. So now you can see me really squeezing the tops of my legs. And I'll show from this side too how we use these muscles to hold our rotated position in our first position, the feet, which we'll talk about after we talk about our rotation. So this is all happening from the top of the leg. I'm not really cranking my feet into any crazy positions to get into my rotated positions. I'm just using my muscles at the tops of my legs and then squeezing here in the glutes to hold my turn out position.
Moving on now to the positions of the feet. Starting in first position or première. Moving on to second position or seconde. Next we have third position, troisième. Fourth position, quatrième. And lastly, fifth position, cinquième. Usually when we do plié exercises, this will be the order: first position, second position, and then to fourth position, and then into our fifth position. Now, third position shown here is usually just a transition position. Next, we will talk about plié. Plié is meaning to bend, and in this video I am demonstrating Demi plié, which is a half bend where we keep our heels on the floor to the extension of the plié. From the side you can see the knees going over the big toe and the second toe, going straight down and straight up. And I'll show with my hand out of the way. You can see that my pelvis does not tip and go straight down and straight up. So we're trying to keep the front of the pelvis straight. Next we have tendu. Tendu means to stretch. It comes from the word tendre, to stretch. And here you see the legs and feet are fully extending in each direction, to the side, to the front, and to the back. Now from the front view, you can see as I extend to the front, my toes staying directly in front of my hip. And same thing with the back, my toe is extending directly behind my hip. From the side, you can see à la seconde, my heel is rotating forward as I extend to the side. And in extending to the front, my heel is staying lifted to the front. And to the back, my heel is also staying rotated. Okay, now let's discuss dégagé. Dégagé means to disengage, so you can see I've slowed down this video and also broken down into multiple steps how we go from this tendu, demi point position and curling those toes and using those toes to push off of the floor just enough to point our foot into our dégagé. And doing dégagé, I like to remind my students that instead of thinking of lifting the leg off the floor, we're pushing off the floor with our feet and our toes. So none of the hips get involved or the larger muscles of the leg. It's all the lower leg that is initiating this coming off of the floor. Finally, let's discuss port de bras, or carriage of the arms. We're starting with en bas, en avant, through to à la seconde, and lengthen to return to our en bas position. And that pattern of movement of our arms is called first port de bras. So we again go through to our en avant, open through to our second, lengthen, and back to our en bas position. The final arm position we will learn is called en haut, making that circle around our head. And next I will demonstrate the path of the arms when we're moving outward. So starting en bas to en avant to en haut, and then opening through second position on our way down back to our en bas position. And then when we reverse this movement, when we are moving inward, we move through to our second position, then up to our en haut, through to en avant, and finally down to our en bas.
Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative and easy to understand. Comment below any questions you have, and I will see you in the next video.